I just know something bad is going to happen.
All right, hey, how's it going, guys? It's been a while. It's hard not to do that every single time. I'm sorry. All right, so we got a nice fun team here. Hard Trick Room. Our good buddy Cory came up with this team, the mastermind. I usually just pilot all of his awesome teams that he comes up with. He was also part of the Rivals series. He's the one that just kind of swept me, beat my ass pretty bad. But me and him are always talking about teams, and then this is something he came up with that I was very excited to try out. Usually I'm more of a hard offense, hyper offense kind of guy, you know, tailwind, fast mons, set it up. And then with something like Trick Room, it's a little different. Hyper offense and fast mons don't really matter in the sense that Trick Room, you know, all Pokemon that are slower will go first. It just swaps everything for priority. First priority moves can still work, so Aqua Jet, Mach Punch, all those kind of fake out moves by Iron Hands and Rillabooms and all that kind of stuff. But that's why I like the addition that Cory came up with, having Farigiraf, which I think is just in general a cool Pokemon design. But the Armor Tail is the ability that you want to really focus on, because that cancels all kind of priority moves like that. And then also, for some people that don't even know, for Prankster gives you priority on like status moves, you know, like Thunder Wave, Taunt, all those kind of moves that Pranksters, you know, Tornadus, Sableye. Armor Tail will actually block those as well, which is really nice. And then this is also just not a Farigiraf that kind of does Trick Room and that's it. It does have Nasty Plot, it has Dazzling Gleam, and then in case you're worried about other people setting up their own Trick Room, you do have Imprisoned, which also, the way it works is that any moves that you have on there that another Mon can have will not let you do it as long as Farigiraf is on the field. And then, you know, standard Trick Room team Pokemon, we have Torkoal, Fire, just Eruption to do a lot of damage while the health is, you know, high. Also helps you set up Sunny Day, well, the sun basically, with Drought, which then plays along also with the Enamorus that has Weather Ball. That's something that's very nice to have in this format, just in case, because there's a lot of grass type Pokemon, especially with Ogerpon, Teomask running around, Rillabooms, also just a lot of steel type Pokemon as well that, you know, are super effective against fairies, so that's something to balance out. You also got that Sludge Bomb to also counteract any other possible fairies that you could encounter, you know, like Fluttermane, just, you know, Terra Fairy to do Dazzling Gleam with like sometimes a Choice Spec just to really get in there with some damage. But it helps out, and it does have a nice Assault Vest as well, so that way, you know, any special attackers, it helps you with your special defense to really soak those hits up. We got our standard, you know, Ursaluna with Guts, with the Flame Orb. In some other videos I've explained it, but it's basically any kind of status condition, poison, paralysis, burn, like the Flame Orb in this case, will boost your physical attack. And then of course you carry that Facade as well, that will also, if you have a status condition, powers up that move. So you're basically just, you're hitting heavy. You're just a big old bear that's just trying to do as much damage as possible. And then we have other Trick Room mons as well. We got Dusclops, which I just like it. It's such a cool Pokemon design. And it has the Eviolite, which basically means if it has another evolution, it boosts up, I believe, one of the stats. I think it's the defense. Either defense or special defense or both. Let me see. Let me look that up, so I'm just not lying to the people. Like I said, I usually just lead with Farigiraf, just because that tail, man, the Armor Tail is just so good. Okay, yeah, so Eviolite, yep, it just boosts up the defense and the special defense that the Pokemon that's holding it. So I was right. So the Dusclops is basically just, it's really tanky. And in this case, when you're running just ladder matches and it's not open team sheet, meaning you can see the abilities and the movesets, Frisk is an ability that's cool too, because when you come on to play, you know, you can see if they're Focus Sash, if they're this, if they're that, if they have Mental Herb or anything that could try to shake off any kind of plans you're trying to set up. And I also do like it that it is Dark Terra. The reason being there is just because of Prankster and then Taunt and stuff like that. It stops it because you can't use Taunt or Prankster on other Dark type Pokemon. And then you got, you know, the Will-O-Wisp to deal with any physical attackers. You got Nightshade, that's very good chip damage, very consistent. I think it does a quarter of the health every time. And then you have Pain Split to just really last overall. And then Sinistcha, which again, it's one of my favorite Pokemons from the Teal Mask DLC. It has the common Hospitality ability, which just means whenever you switch into it, you just get, you know, health back, which is great. It does have the Water Terra, which I really like running, especially since it has the Rocky Helmet, just because with Urshifu is everywhere. You can't play this game without running into that bear. So especially if the Urshifu is the Rapid Strike, which is the water fighting, it will always have Surging Strikes, which is a guaranteed critical 3 hits. So for Sinistcha, especially if you're grass, or, you know, if you're already on there, you can just Terra Water, and then you can use Rage Powder, which makes them focus you, and it does so much damage. It's absurd. Like, I think you barely, when you get the Urshifu hitting you with the Surging Strikes, you barely take damage, and it gets close to, like, about half of the Urshifu's health just from recoil from hitting into you. But, yeah, no, this is the team that Cory, you know, let me use with his rental code. I'm just really excited, and, you know, let's just get into it. Alright, first match with this Trick Room team, for today at least. I've played a lot of matches with this team, and it's a lot of fun. We have a couple ways of setting up Trick Room, like I explained earlier. Yeah. Usually, and it's good too, because a lot of times people who run Taunt have Prankster, so the Armor Tail from Farigiraf stops that, so I can still set up Trick Room. Alright. See what we got here. Okay, I don't know if I like that Cresselia there, because that Pokemon also can set up Trick Room as well. So sometimes what I feel like I like to do with leads like this is just to let them set it up, thinking they're gonna undo the Trick Room that I set up. There's also Tornadus there with the Taunt. So I still do feel safe with leading with Farigiraf. They do have that Ogre Pond there, which I've had a couple games where I'll bring in Torkoal, and I'll accidentally set the sun up for the Ogre Pond, and that's just a bad time, because it's Ivy Cudgel's a fire type, since it is the Hearth Flame Mask, so it will mess you up. Let's see this Enamorus again. It is Assault Vest, which does help with the special attacks. It does have Sludge Bomb. I do like that in case they lead Flutter or something like that. It would survive an attack. Alright, this is tricky. I'm gonna set my Bear and the Torkoal in the back, and I'm hoping that they either didn't bring the Ogre Pond in, or I take care of it before then. Let's see what happens though. Trick Room is just, it's such a fun team to play with, but it is, again, one of those teams where it's like, once you set Trick Room up, you have, you know, 5 turns or so, and if you don't deal with the match by then, you could lose. Okay, right off the bat, Ogre Pond and Garchomp. He does break the mold. You know, here I actually do feel safe setting up Trick Room. They could just double into me, but I do have a Citrus Berry. So hopefully that works out. And then with my Enamorous... I don't know what to do because they could terrestrialize or they could switch out. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna... Didn't I say Terra for anything else? I'm just gonna Terra Fairy Blast the Garchomp and see what happens. Okay. We're gonna terrestrialize first. Probably, hopefully, the Ogerpon. Thank God. Okay. So he does get a boost to his attack. Okay. Whew. So that's good. He's not taking out the Garchomp. The Garchomp is going to stay in play. I did Terra Fairy, and I'm going to Moonblast. So this should deal a lot of damage. If not, knock the Garchomp out. I just wonder if I survive an IV Cudgel. Let's see. Oh my god. Yeah, that boost, man. Alright, let's see the Citrus. And then hopefully the Garchomp did not focus me, but I feel like they doubled up into it. Rock Slide. Oh my god, I live. Please don't flinch. Okay, Moonblast goes off, so the Garchomp should go down. Boom, beautiful. And then please don't flinch and set up Trick Room. Let's go. Alright, beautiful. Okay. Woo. That was a tricky first turn, but the good thing is I already Terra'd. It's a Fairy. Let's see what they bring out. Sylveon. So usually with that Sylveon, what they like to bring is Hyper Voice with Throat Spray. That is a common set. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually gonna switch out into Ursaluna, which should be able to handle both of those, and then I'm going to Sludge Bomb the Sylveon. Hopefully it doesn't protect. We'll see what happens. I should be able to go first again because of Trick Room. Ursaluna. See what it does. Sludge Bomb goes first. Yep. Oh, this is a bulky one. Yep, Hyper Voice, like I said. That's a lot of damage. Horn Leech. Oof. Okay. Okay. So I just lost Terra. But it does have Horn Leech, which we gotta be careful with because that is a grass move. The Flame Orb activated. I don't want to bring out Torque. Actually, let's do this. Since I can go first. Yep, there goes Drought. So we definitely got to deal with the Ogerpon now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Headlong Rush. This is tricky. I'm going to Facade this and then... No. Okay, I'm going to Headlong Rush into the Ogerpon with Ursaluna. Worst case scenario, he uses Spiky Shield, which is fine. And then I am going to... just Eruption. That and the reason why I went with the Headlong Rush is because it's super effective against Ogerpon. Plus the Ursaluna does have the boost. I would just be worried if the Torkoal wouldn't have enough power with the Earth power to take it out. You know, worst case scenario. Oh, okay, so he's not going to use Spiky Shield. The crit. That sucks. Sorry. Okay, and then Headlong Rush. Boom. Beautiful. Alright, so there he got a little greedy. Granted, if he could have used, I'm not sure if he has Spiky Shield, but had he had it, he could have at least maybe tried to stall out a turn in Trick Room. Again, Trick Room is just a great, it's a great team to have. You know, there's hard Trick Room teams, different kind of Trick Room teams. But once you got, like I said, once you got the Trick Room set up, normally these mons that are slow but powerful get to go first. So we get to take advantage of that. Okay. Photosynthesis because of the sun will boost. Special attack, okay. And that's it. That's their last mon. Now we have to be careful. I'm gonna go Shadow Claw and then another Eruption. Oh, okay, see, now he did Protect there. Good. I don't know if I have another turn of Trick Room. Let's see. Okay. Hopefully we have one more turn. I got burned. Perfect. Okay, let's look at... Okay, this is my literal last turn of Trick Room. So he could try to go for a double Protect. It does lose its chance of being accurate, because, you know, that would just be broken if you could just keep it in Protect. Just gonna Shadow Claw. I'm just gonna do the same thing again. Shadow Claw, and then, you know, I'm just gonna do Flamethrower. And we should still be... There it is. Yep, so he went for the double Protect. It failed. And then this should just wrap up with the match. There's that. And then Shadow Claw, super effective. Boom. Beautiful. Whew. Now that was tricky. That was tricky because it could have gone a couple other ways. That first turn was very critical. The fact that I survived with such low health, had the Citrus Berry, and then the Garchomp. Had that Garchomp gone for anything else besides Rock Slide, I mean, he went Rock Slide because he was trying to get the flinch. I could have been in a really bad turn. I still feel like he could have used Spiky Shield with Ogerpon. That would have wasted one more turn, and then it would have been Ogerpon and the Flutter Mane, and I feel like he would have been in much better position. But hey, whatever, you know, GG's. Okay, let's continue to battle. Oh, I'm so close to Ultra Ball. Again, this team is just fun. We have so many different options to set up Trick Room. We have the Sinistra, we have Farigiraf, and the Dusclops, which I think is... It's great. It has Eviolite. The thing is bulky, it's tanky. I don't see myself bringing it often, or the Sinistra. I just love Farigiraf just because of its ability also Armored Tail. It stops first priority moves, so like Fake Out, Aqua Jet, Mach Punch. There's another one that's a fighting type, I believe, but no, a steel type, but I don't remember what it was. But yeah, no, it just helps a lot with stuff like that. And then, like I said earlier, Prankster gets stopped, so if they're trying to Prankster taunt me, it doesn't work. But you know, that was great. You guys got to see that in action. I was also really happy that bringing the Torkoal didn't end up biting me in the end. It's tricky when you start seeing Paradox Pokemon that use the Sun or Ogerpons. Okay, so I know where this is already going. So Oranguru is the monkey on their side with the little green leaves thing. A lot of people, the strat that they like to do is, what's it called? The strat is to use Instruct. So you pair it up with something like Blood Moon or Saluna that uses a Blood Moon attack that can only be used once because it's so strong and broken. But with Instruct, you can make it do it again. So that's a strat a lot of people like to do. Honestly, this is tricky just because of the Urshifu. The Urshifu does suck a little bit, so I don't know. You know, I'm gonna lead Enamorus and Farigiraf, and then in the back, I feel good with. This is tough because, again, it's not like the Ogerpons. You can't really see what kind of Urshifu that is, so it could be the Single Strike, which is the Fighting Dark, or it could be the Rapid Strike, which is Water Fighting, and then, you know, you could do with that what you will. Honestly, let's have an Ursaluna off. I feel good with that. And then the Sinistra just in the back, just in case it is, if the Urshifu is a Rapid Strike, I got the Rocky Helmet, which, since you are a Grass type 2, it's not very effective, the Surging Strikes, if it is a Rapid Strike. And then the Rocky Helmet does damage the Urshifu as well. Okay, this is not at all what I thought it would be. Alright, so I'm just gonna try to get some damage down. I don't remember if Oranguru has Taunt. I'll just do Trick Room. Yeah, I can do Trick Room. Yeah, so I'll just use Dazzling Gleam for some good stab damage onto those mons, and then I'll do Trick Room, and then I can just switch out afterwards. Oh no. Okay, I see. Okay. I don't like this at all. I know exactly what's gonna happen. So they're doing Population Bomb, which is an attack that can hit anywhere from 5 to 10 moves, and if you have mouse holding wide lens, the accuracy goes up, so he can hit for the full 10, and then now he's just gonna do Instruct and then do it again. Oh, wait, they're also gonna set up Trick Room then? They're gonna undo my Trick Room, aren't they? Yep. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so now, okay. Here's the big brain strat. So I am gonna switch in my Sinistra, hoping that they're gonna do Population Bomb again. And the cool thing is that, again, Sinistra is a grass ghost type, so the move just won't work at all. Yep. Bada bing, bada boom. And now I can get more damage down. There we go. And then hopefully he thinks I was setting up Trick Room again. That would be hilarious. Let's see what he does. Beautiful. You love to see it. You love to see it. There's just some things about setting up Trick Rooms, like fighting against other people that have Pokemon that can try to fight your Trick Room, because then that happens. So now I'm set up. I can do exactly what I want to do, and you know, I'm just going to Matcha Gotcha. Boom. That's what I figured. My poor mouse hold is gonna die. There we go. Yeah, so this is those cases where people try to make it, you know, they try to outsmart you. I also don't know why he went for Trick Room, so that leads me to believe that maybe he has something slow in the back he wanted Trick Room set up for. There it is. Okay. So now I don't know if this thing will outspeed us. I want to get rid of that because it's going to try to Instruct and then Matcha Gotcha this. Okay, he's going to probably what, Terra Normal, I bet. Because Blood Moon is a normal type attack, so let's see what happens. Yep, okay. Okay. Oh, no, Hyper Voice. Oh yeah, he can hit Ghost types too, that's an ability. Throat Spray. Okay. Oh. Ooh. So that's gonna hurt. I think my Sinistra goes down. Yep. Alright. Okay, so I do think that their Ursaluna is slower, so he could just protect again, so here I'm thinking maybe let's just do this. Ghost type doesn't matter because he can see me with unseen. No. Keen Eye, I think it's called. I don't remember. That will lower my. Okay, so I think the strat here is just to hit protect, and hopefully their Rangaroo also protects. Yep. Okay. Yeah, because it doesn't want to go down because of its struck. So hopefully the Blood Moon goes. Let's go. Woo. Okay. And then the Blood Moon. There we go. Nice. Now that's some beautiful. And the special attack fell because it is a special attacker. Beautiful. Now both of his mons are low. How many turns of Trick Room? This is the last turn of Trick Room, so this could be big for us. I need to get rid of that Blood Moon first, so I am going to hit it with Facade. Hopefully I'm faster. Okay, it goes first, that's fine. I live. They both live. Okay, that's game then. Boom. Beautiful. Terra's gone. And that was just a giant threat. I'm really happy that that Moonblast was able to lower its special attack by 1 stage. Otherwise, I would have not survived that. And then my Ursaluna is still, you know, kicking. And it has a Guts ability, so if it has any status conditions, its attack basically goes higher. Oh no. Okay. That's... oh, okay. No. Spooky spooks. Who do I terrasilize? It's dark type. Do either of these guys take him out? I'm a ghost type, but that's not. Okay. Let's see what happens. He probably protects. Drain punch. That's fine. Hopefully this Facade takes it out just because I'm boosted up. Thanks to Guts and the Flame Orb. Let's go! Oh my god, that crit. Oof. Oh my god. Oh, that was scary. Okay. Whew. Good game to you, sir. Oh man. That was just that was a wonky game, honestly. There was a lot of there's just a lot of stuff going on. Thankfully, we got rid of that Oranguru. That Oranguru and Mousehold lead, that is pretty scary. I never played against that. I do know the Instruct strat to just, you know, use big powerful moves again in the same turn. But yeah, no, that was really good to them. Ooh! Rank Ball. Ultra. Okay. Whew. Yeah, but again, I think for my record, I was wins 10 and then losses 11. I haven't lost a game since with this team. Again, big thanks to Cory. I have so much fun playing this team. We usually will talk about it afterwards, and I'll tell him, you know, so-and-so forgot Prankster doesn't work against Armored Tail, and we'll just, like, laugh and stuff. And it's a great team. Kudos to him. Thanks to him, you know, taking the time and resources to make it for Cart, because that's also just... that's a thing of itself. Alright, so Chansey, Landorus, Tornadus, Dragapult, Glamora. I already don't like this team. Something screams stall, and I don't like that. I still feel good for Farigiraf, man, I'm telling you. Like, I'm sorry I don't let the other ones shine. You saw a little bit of Sinistra here and there, but they just work out so well, man. The Ursaluna, just in case they lead. I mean, Facade just does also so much damage. Or should I lead with Enamorous? Let's see. Dragapult's physical, Lupon's physical. The whole Pokemon, their whole team is just physical for the most part. Okay. This is the strat. I mean, yeah. We'll go with that. That feels good to me. So what I'm going to do, hopefully it pans out, is I am going to try to set up Trick Room, depending on what I see. And then I'm going to hit Protect. So that way I get my Ursaluna can get burned with the Flame Orb, and then I can start dealing damage. Hopefully the Trick Room will be set up by then. Okay. Yeah, I don't like this at all. Okay. So I haven't played against a lot of Chanseys on ladder, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, I still feel good about doing Trick Room here, and then like I said, I'm just gonna protect. Just protect. Simple plays. So I can get a chance to set up the Ursaluna. Let's see what they try to go for. Mortal Spin. Okay, so my Farigiraf is going to get poisoned. And then the reason why people say that Trick Room teams are broken, that they're this, that they're that. Oh, Charm. Okay, that's weird, but okay. The reason why people say Trick Room teams are broken is because of the advantage it can give you, but it's a slow priority move, so it will go last. So a lot of times, like what you saw with the last match, people just try to double up on it just to get rid of it sooner. Okay. Let's do that. I'm gonna actually Facade. No, they had Dragon Pulse, so they could switch out. Who would they switch out in this case? This is tricky because I'm just worried that they'll switch out into Dragon Pulse. You know what? I'm just gonna Headlong Rush into this. Yep, okay. And that's probably Dragon Bolt. Oh, that's actually worse. Because it's the flying type, so that's just not even gonna hit. Yep, I figured you were gonna spike your shield, that's why I just did a spread move and then targeted the Chansey. That's a shame. I did no damage. Okay, I think it's time to switch it up. Hopefully the Stomping Tantrum goes into me, and I'm just gonna Headlong Rush. You know what? I'm just gonna Ghost Terra into this. And again, my only thought process behind this is I'm still just worried they may switch out into Farigiraf, and then this way at least with the Ghost Terra and Shadow Fly will do damage. Let's see what they do. Yo, if this is Dragapult. Oh my god, okay. This person's just big braining me right now. Oh, this is so upsetting. So they've just had me at every turn so far. So that's just not gonna, that doesn't affect it. And he doesn't affect, okay. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna Eruption. This is when it gets annoying because it's like I kind of wish that I had more spread moves. Call me crazy. Whatever. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's probably gonna be the Landorus Terra. Oh? That's hilarious. Okay, so it actually worked out me big braining. So Eruption. Beautiful. Eats a berry. Okay, okay. Yeah, this is hilarious. Okay. And I think I go first. Yep. Super effective damage. Oh, she lives. Okay. That's hilarious. Alright. I mean, that's fine. So now I just... hold up. Let me see how many... Okay, this is the last turn of Trick Room, so I am going to just Eruption again. And then switch in my Farigiraf. And again, this is just because Torko's gonna go first, so Torko's gonna take both down, and then I can just try to set Trick Room up again. Or they'll do that, sure. Who did they send out? Dragapult. Glamora. That's fine. That's more than fine. Oh, he did protect. Okay. Still some pretty solid damage. Okay. Alright, so here, protect again, and then just Trick Room. They could try to double me up, but I don't think they have enough damage with Glamora and Landorus. Especially if they switch out for something else weird I'm gonna attack. Oh, alright, so protect. Let's see what they do. I still have Citrus. Super effective, okay. Yep, there's Citrus. Who are you gonna bring out? Ooh. This has been such a stressful game for sure. He's just been every turn just beautiful pivot outs, just calling, you know, exactly what I'm gonna do. Who does he send out? Ogre Pond. That's great. And I live. Let's go. Beautiful. Beautiful. You did what you had to do for a graph. Beautiful. And that's why Cory likes setting it up with Citrus, so it does, if they try to double up, they can live that. Okay. Alrighty, so they still got all their mons. They've just been pivoting out. I know that they both have, they can either spiky shield. Okay. They're both just gonna shield up, so you know what? Screw it. I'll just do 1 and 1. Hopefully he... Okay. Is that the lander coming back in? Try to lower my attack. That's fine. That thing's gonna die, bro. That's fine with me. And then what? Glamora Spiky Shield? Okay, that's fine. Landers is Gonzo, baby. Sick of that thing. Beautiful. And the reason why I went with the Torkoal against the Glamora, because I knew it was going to Spiky Shield, was because if you use a special, a physical attacker like my Ursaluna into the Glamora, it would have damaged me. Alright. So the Landorus is down. They have an Ogre Pond and they still have a Chansey. So... Okay. So now they can either Spiky Shield with the Ogre Pond, so I'm just gonna double focus into the Glamora. Right? I think that's the best play possible. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh my god, let's go! See, now that we're whittling down the Pokemon that he has, the cool thing is that now I know what they're switching into, so instead of me getting baited out by stuff, instead it's like, okay, cool, you had the Chansey that you Terra. Yep, boom. Beautiful. And it dies. Yep. Let's go. So from what I can definitely tell with this Chansey, Glamora, and all this pivoting in the Landers, this is definitely a stall team, which I personally... Granted, I'm playing Trick Room, but it's, you know, spraying and praying. Just get it done in 4 or 5 turns. But stall teams, they definitely suck. Like you guys saw, I was just getting outplayed. Like he knew what I was trying to do with the Ursa Luna from the jump. Okay, perfect. See, Trick Room turns. We still got 2 turns left. So now I definitely just feel fine going with Earth Power into that. And then Facade should just knock that out. Hopefully he doesn't go for another Spiky Shield and get it. That would be awful. Okay, fine. There's that. And then Facade. That should just take it right out. Boom. Beautiful. And now it's just a Glamora against the world. Let's see what it does. Power Gem. Okay. Okay. So that was the right call then. We're getting pretty low. But we still have a straight up Enamorus that has an Assault Vest. Basically, the special attackers, it gets a boost, like special defense. I am just. What are the chances of I might get poisoned? That would be funny. I am just gonna Moonblast into that, and then what? I have 1 turn left, right? Yeah, because I know it's just gonna try to Spiky Shield, so I'll just protect. I don't know. Yeah, I'll protect just because I don't want to get hit with the recoil of that. Or they just forfeit. Great. Oh man. Alrighty, well, that was I always just have such a good time playing this team. It's a lot of fun, even though it's stressful, and you just really have to think. You can't. It's not like my main teams that I like to play with are all just hyper offense. Like I just like, you know, having my Talonflame or something else set up Tailwind so my Pokemon are faster and doing all that stuff. But with a lot of Pokemon like Urshifu, Ogerpon, all those fast Pokemon that usually they have a way to counteract your hyper offense, the best thing I believe is a good defense. Just wait it out, set up your Trick Room, and then just see what happens. Again, huge thanks to Cory. This was just... It's one of my favorite teams so far. I haven't stopped playing it since he shared the rental code with me. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. I know it's been a while. I hope you like, subscribe, leave a comment, ring the little bell notification, all that jazz. But thanks. I had a lot of fun, guys. Bye.